Sup peeps, Roxcall here. Today I wanted to quickly discuss something that the devs have been shoving in our faces frequently recently, and that's Maximilien. He was a character we knew about since the Storm Rising Archives mission in 2019, and recently in Overwatch 2, we have started seeing him again with a short story, in-game teasers, and now even as part of the shop. It seems the lore team is cooking up something with him, and in this video we're going to be trying to figure that out. First I should establish who Maximilien actually is for those who don't know. He started out as an Omnic accountant, but over time found his true passion in money laundering. After taking his associates' accounts hostage in Monaco, he rose his way to the top and began many big businesses around the globe. The main important ones for this video are Don Robotico and Casino Monaco. Doomfist and Talon realized his growth and power, and sent many failed assassins to him. Doomfist then appeared himself to do the job, but then was convinced by Max to work together instead, giving Max an important position within Talon. In the events of Storm Rising, Max is interrogated by Overwatch on the location of Doomfist, which he tells them, and thus Doomfist gets captured in Singapore. After Doomfist escapes and returns, Max starts to feel his grasp within Talon weakening. Now he is wondering what to do next. This is pretty much where we stand today, so let's talk about all the new things and what it could all possibly be leading to. The first thing we received about Max was a surprise short story in October 2024. It pretty much goes into more depth about Max's history, and what he plans to do next in the summary I just spoke of. Something I didn't mention, though, was this transferring data theme that was constant throughout the story. It gets to 100% at the end when Max is fully thinking about leaving Talon. Is it just pure information being sent to somebody? A message? I'm not fully certain, but I might have an idea getting to our next in-game teaser. This one was a tablet on Circuit Royale that, if you walk up to with Sombra, shows a conversation between two people, and most likely being Maximilien due to the location. Maximilien tells this person that they sent them a dossier, what I think was the data being transferred, on someone who has been avoiding their usual personnel, and they are eager to see how they fare. They accept saying they can do it in 2 days, and Max counts on them keeping it discreet, which they also accept in doing. I still think the blue text could be Sombra like I mentioned in a previous video, but I'm a bit more conflicted than I used to be. So I'll leave it up to you guys in the comments to help me figure this one out. What's more important to this video, though, is that I think I might know who he is actually hunting down here. If we go to Havana, you'll see that this has almost been completely taken over by Talon pretty much. This location is important to Max because he owns the Don Robotico here, and is where the events of Storm Rising took place. The civilians of Havana don't seem too happy about it all, however, with a bunch of protest signs and a big banner that states a community meeting will be held on August 5th for the place. August 5th is around the time Season 16 will most likely start, and that's when a new hero will be released. Also, on the most recent mid-season patch, it released this shot featuring Max, and the Pocket King reading on YouTube by the voice actor himself. It also has an animation of him typing 43 in the beginning, the next hero number. I think this is the devs telling us to look at Max to figure out who our next hero will be. And if you pick Soldier on Havana, I think it gives you the biggest hint on who this hero is. Thanks to this comment for pointing this out to me.
Emre always said he'd retire here. Wonder where he ended up.
Like a lot of people are probably guessing, I don't actually think the next hero is going to be Maximilien himself. This to me, as said by Sojourn, is more likely a previous Overwatch member called Emre. He was someone we first saw all the way back in this group photo featured in Ana's origin story trailer. He's the last person in this photo that's not a hero. It was confirmed years later to be Emre in the source novel Overwatch Declassified. Other than that, not much is known about Emre, except now it is confirmed that he ended up retiring in Havana after Overwatch's downfall. Since he worked for Overwatch, I feel like he could be the one setting up this community meeting and the sort of rebelling against whatever Maximilien is doing here. It's a very Overwatch member thing to do, and it explains why I could see him being the target for Max in this conversation here, as someone like Emre could definitely be a big thorn in Max's side for his company in Havana. Taking down a previous Overwatch member like him is no easy task either, most likely, so Max decided to get someone more professional for the job. Who this assassin could be, I still don't really know, but I don't think it could be anyone loyal to Talon at least due to Max's current thoughts on the organization. I should also address why the devs would give us so much lore on Max when I think the next hero is Emre, and it's probably mainly just them doing red herring stuff in my opinion. He's just someone who plays a pretty important part to Emre's lore modern day most likely, so they decided to develop his character a bit more with those short stories and in-game teasers. This is just my quick theories on everything we've gotten though. You can let me know in the comments what you think of all of this. Maybe there's something else I missed, so feel free to let me know down there too. Thanks for all the support as always, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.
Roxco, all I want to do is stream all night, lobby full, Roxco, never gonna play with me but it's alright.